little while ago, I watched She-Hulk, and it took me some time to make a review on it because I'm still angry about it. I wanted to like the show from the start. I really did. I went into it. I was like, you know what? I like the show. It's like crazy. It's not a good show. I was like, listen, I like the show, but I watched the finale and I was like, the show sucks. And here's my reason. As like she just becomes a gamma monster stupidly. Freaking his blood drips. Does that even happen? I don't even know. And then she can perfectly like balance like that, perfectly throw boulders, perfectly jump. And she's beating the Hulk who needs to master this. And she was telling Hulk that she suffered a lot. If you're gonna tell anyone you've suffered a lot, don't tell the Hulk, you bozo. And then there's like one fight scene with the guys. I forget, the wrecking crew, with which what they just like walk in and like to an Asgardian construction crew and steal their stuff, and that's their origin story. And then there's a side plot about with that little elf guy who can shapeshift. There's a side plot with Wong, which he came out a lot. Then there's Abomination, and Abomination is actually one of my favorite villains, and I actually did like the Incredible Hulk movie, and then even though people are being haters on it, I've always been haters since 2008. I love that movie. And then I was like, oh my gosh, Abomination's gonna come back, and they're like, he's acting good. I was like, oh, that's cool. Then he can like be a villain. He was not. He was a little loser the whole time. And then, oh my gosh, it's so bad. And it's getting into a romance life. And Daredevil came in, and he was ruined. She just found out his identity, just off the bat. Just took his mask off, like it was nothing. And then, oh my gosh, it was just so horrible. I feel like every pre-existing character that we know who went into this show, like Hulk, Abomination, Daredevil, Wong, all these characters came out worse than they did before they walked into the show. And I say that in the nicest way possible. Everyone who walked into this show came out of this show as lesser versions of their characters before they went into it, because it diluted them to a bunch of like nothingness. Like Daredevil became like soy boy. Hulk couldn't even stop a car. The guy who like a few years ago was able to stop a 3,000 ton alien falling from the sky can't stop a Jeep. Are you serious right now? And then someone who was so like reckless and wanted nothing but to destroy the Hulk is now just some guy at like, and has a bunch of wives that he met. Like look, she just sees his identity and he doesn't care. He doesn't fight back. What a loser. And then, oh my gosh, I hate it. It makes me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. And then you have this scene, which I don't even know. They put too much CGI into this one scene that they could have used to not make her look like she's a character from Super Mario 1985. Alright, that's how bad it looks. But I rest my case. Except I don't rest my case, okay? Because it was such a bad show and I'm still angry about it. I haven't got it off my chest. Because I haven't been able to show how angry I am about this show. Alright, so you have her and she just breaks the third wall, tries to be Deadpool in like the worst way possible by not being funny. And it's not because she's a woman. That's just a coincidence. I feel like they were trying to not be funny. Their goal was like, let's make a comedy that's not fun. It'll be one of the first. And they succeeded. If that was their goal, I'm proud of them because they did good. And then the finale. And the finale made me the most angry. I was going into the finale, I was like, oh, Abomination's gonna become evil. Because I saw a little teaser, a little spoiler of Hulk and Abomination like pushing like up to each other, on each other. I was like, oh snap, they're gonna fight. And then that's not what happened. So, you know, you have your average Marvel thing. You have the heroes and the villains fighting. You have the big climax. I was getting excited. And then she was just like, wait, is this how my finale's gonna end? Freaking breaks into the Disney Plus menu screen like a weirdo. Goes into the Marvel Studios thing, goes into the She-Hulk's writing room. What? And then goes in, she's like, this is dumb, change it. And they're like, we thought it was cool, you have to talk to Kevin. I was like, is she gonna talk to Kevin Feige? I mean, like, alright. And you walk in, it's a robot who's just like algorithm. And then he's like, oh, what? And then they like change the show. And she's like, add Daredevil in there. And then you just had the finale be worse because they're just talking about it. What a loser! And you're not gonna talk. You have the Hulk, the Abomination, Daredevil, and She-Hulk in the same room, and you're just gonna talk about it like a loser nerd. Is that what you want your finale to be? Are you proud of yourself? Whoever made this Marvel suit, are you proud of yourself? Did you look at your 9-piece show and you're like, this is good? Because if you did, you're wrong. And if you're like, this is garbage, just make a quick buck, I can respect that a little bit more because at least you have common sense. So you ruin all the characters, and then you have a finale, which was even worse. They were like, alright, how are we gonna end this show off really cool to set up a new Hulk movie or a new She-Hulk movie? And they're like, why don't we have Hulk walk into a barbecue that Daredevil's at? I don't even know. And then he's like, here's my son, Scar. Like what? Because you went to space to just pick up your son really quick? That's a horrible introduction to Scar. You know what they should have done? They should have had a World War Hulk, or not a World War Hulk. What is it called? What is it? World Hulk? I don't know. The Hulk thing. And then you have the beginning credits showing baby Scar, and then explaining it in the movie and introducing him in the next Hulk movie. Instead, you take the worst show known to man, smack a barbecue at the end of it, and then take 2 giant gamma monsters who just walked in broad daylight like they wouldn't have gotten noticed. And then, oh my gosh. Oh, it's so bad. It's such a bad show. But, oh my gosh. I tried to like it. At least I liked Moon Knight. But this show, oh my gosh. Oh, what are you doing, Marvel? Hopefully Quantumania is good, and hopefully Volume 3 of Guardians is good. I like the Holiday Special. Holiday Special is good. It's just so bad, this show. Like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna go cry about it. But thanks for watching. Remember, we're all kings and queens. See you in the next one.